another episode of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a show made by 12s from around the world for 12s from around the world. I'm Mosette, and here's your host, and my dad, the self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity.
Yes, I am your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity, and welcome one and all to another wonderful episode of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, episode 1203, the 2024 Training Camp edition. So do yourself a favor, please put your tray table up and your seat back in the full upright position. Grab a desired beverage or sit of your choice, maybe a bug spray, maybe a sleeping bag, camping stuff. And keep your arms and legs inside the podcast at all times. And what can I tell you? It's time to go camping, y'all. The season is just getting kicked off. So we have a lot to talk about what we think is going to happen during the off season, what we think is going to happen at training camp. But before we do that, let's meet our posse. Over there is Dustin. Hi, Dustin.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you been?
Good. I was telling Will a little bit ago, changed stuff this summer. Picked up jiu-jitsu again.
All right.
It's been pretty fun. Yeah, I started doing kickboxing as well, which is I've done kicking before. I did taekwondo for a long time. Bow down in that. Next belt was black belt, and kicking style is so much different than what I did before. And then hand strikes aren't really a thing taekwondo, so going through and learning muscle memory for punches and stuff like that and technique is so much different, but it's a lot of fun. So I've been having a good time with that.
Good. Can you do it in your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle outfit? That is the important question.
Yeah, my jammies. Yeah.
Your jammies. Yeah. All right.
Totally.
Good. That's all I need to know.
Yep.
Will, there's Will Harrison. Hi, Will. How you been?
Hi, Moses. Doing okay. I have not been learning how to kick people, unlike Dustin. But,
I mostly aim for the shins.
But otherwise,
with your hand?
Doing okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, doing okay? Yeah, nothing to report. Just waiting for the season to start.
Yeah, well, talk about camping always brings back some traumatic memories of the time I went camping and had to use leaves and they were poison ivy.
No, no. I have a lot of camp stories. I was camp counselor for 3 years. We'll talk about that later. And then, of course, there's my son, little. Do what?
Camp Crystal Lake, beautiful place.
Camp Crystal Lake, beautiful. There was one guy with a hockey mask. I didn't know they had a hockey team, but
he's
over
big
there
into sports.
Yeah, he is. Over there is my son, little Mo. Hi, little Mo. How are you?
I'm going.
I'm going. Little
More
Mo.
things on the dark side of the moon.
He's kind of like a mob witness,
He's keeping it all under.
Hold on, watch this. I got this.
He's blacking his face out over there.
Oh,
man.
Let there be light. Let me say something, little Mo. Well, little Mo, what have you been up to this summer?
Driving and applying for jobs and graduating.
And you also had me watch a couple horror films. If you have not seen these, I don't know. I'm not gonna recommend them. They're bloody and they're gory as all get out. So if you're not into gore, don't watch these. But the Terrifier movies. The first one, not so good, but the second one, the main character is a clown, and his name is Art the Clown. And in the second one, there are so many scenes that Art never says a word. So funny. I had to stop because I was laughing too hard at the clown in this movie, Terrifier 2. There's a scene where he goes into the Halloween store dressed up like he is because it's Halloween. So he just walks in like and he is looking at this girl and stalking her. And every time she looks over, he has a different pair of glasses on. I'm dying. I am on the freaking floor. I am laughing so hard. And he gets the biggest grins. He grins. He gets so excited. But anyway, yeah, if you can stand blood and gore, Terrifier 2 especially, right? Right, Lomo?
Yeah.
All right.
Check it out.
Yeah, please check it out. And while you're checking films out and everything else out, like Lomo said, he's been working hard this summer, applying for jobs. We got a job, we think. So congratulations, Lomo.
Nice.
So yeah,
congrats.
He's gonna
be
bailing hay. No, I'm kidding.
Trainer.
Yeah, being an adult sucks, man. Welcome to it.
Welcome to it. Exactly.
I want to go
So-
back.
Too late. You can't go back.
Totally.
You have
Me
to
too.
go forward, and we have to go forward as we find out what's on the agenda for episode 1203.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, 12-man Fan Jam Show format for episode 1203 is the following. Quarter one, we are going to have a grading the offseason. We're going to grade the offseason, the free agency, and the draft picks. How did the Seahawks do in the offseason with their coaching and everything? Of course, we'll talk about that in the first quarter and give them a grade because, I'm a teacher, we grade. Second quarter, we're going to do camp competitions. What camp competition are you interested in seeing how it shakes out? There are a lot of competitions this year, especially with the new coach and how things are going to be put together. Of course, at halftime, it is the best Seahawk themed trivia on the internet, 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia.
Of the world.
And who won last time?
I think it was me, pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm
It's
pretty sure.
usually me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I have absolutely no
I
idea.
have no idea. So it might as
The
well be
dominance is pretty soon he's going to be doing like Jordan. He's going to go, I won again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I took
I'll
that
do a LeBron
personally.
thing, get
Yeah.
stuff over.
Justin took that personally.
Yeah.
Second best player of all time in basketball.
Oh, okay. In the second half, we're going to adopt a Seahawk player at camp, writing a camp note, and we're going to do more. That we always say we're going to do a lot with this. We really are this time. I promise you. The first thing we're
I'm
doing, we're going to adopt a new player. A player was on the Seahawk team last year, either a draft pick or a new free agent. And quarter four, we'll adapt an old player that was on the roster last year, and we're gonna have more fun with that this year. I've got some ideas. I'll tell you the third and fourth quarter what we're going to do. In the meantime, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we are on social media. And probably you know that because you're looking at us right now. For
In
example,
today's day and age,
in Twitter, or as
In
the
this
young
economy?
kids say, X. You can find us at 12-man Fan Jam Show on.
you can't
Twitter.
you can't say Twitter. Elon Musk will get mad.
Well, it's X, Twitter, whatever.
Bring it.
Yeah, bring it. You can find us on TikTok. We have a couple videos there. I'm working on one from the episode we did last time where we had the cities. We had to pronounce cities, so I'm going to try to put that together between now and next week. But we do have some TikToks on 12-man Fan Jam Show. If you would like to join our join our face.
If you would like to join our face.
If you'd like to join our face on Buck,
We need lots of help.
we have a lot of fun on there. 12-man Fan Jam Show. We do try to do funny pictures, funny videos. Maybe some game threads are wonderful for game days, polls, and a lot of other fun there.
You're actually best on game days. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good time for it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
email us at 12manfanjamshow@gmail.com. And of course, if you're watching us on the YouTube channel, Seahawk Positivity, we appreciate that. Click and subscribe if you would. We'll get some shows. We got some outtakes. We got some specials on there. So just some out of the realm things, including all our shows since the very beginning, 12 years ago. You hear how sucky we were then and how less sucky
Not a
we
lot's
are
changed.
now. Yeah, not a lot's changed. Yeah. So,
They one thing for us, we're consistent.
well,
Yeah.
that we are. And with that being said, let's go to the first quarter. All right, first quarter, we are going to grade the offseason. Now, the offseason consisted of draft day. It also consisted of wins and losses in free agency.
I'm sorry. I meant Becky does. I said the wrong name. I apologize.
Becky.
Said that wrong.
And
Yeah,
for
I
Becky,
meant to say Becky does.
for Becky, it is Becky. So Becky, that was for you. So we're going to grade the offseason. We had the draft. We kind of talked about the draft last show. We talked about our offseason. But overall, going into camp, how confident are you that this team is better than they were last year or as good as they were last year? How confident are you that they've taken the right steps? Have they gone far enough? Is there something you would have liked to see that we didn't do? We'll start with Dustin. Dustin, give us an off-season grade for this team.
Over the B plus.
Okay.
And the reason I say that's because I think it was pretty obvious change needed to be made. The
I
success.
think so too.
Yeah, we got to a point where we could only reach a certain level of success. We weren't getting any better. We kept kind of fizzling out of the same spot. There seemed to be a lot of dissension among the ranks last year when you get your coach to the point where people are asking, do you think they're receiving the message in a very un-Pete Carroll-like way? He's like, I don't know, ask them. Kind of like, okay, this is
Yeah.
there's a disconnect now. It's it's done. It's over.
And when you're
So
asking that question, not to interrupt you, but when you're asking that question, there's a hint of that happening.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's completely fine. Yeah. And it was time. Everybody knew it was time except for Pete Carroll, I think.
Yeah.
His ultimate, positive guy thinks he can turn everything around, but it wasn't there. It wasn't going to happen. And then the guy we brought in, for all intents and purposes, he seems like a great fit. Seems like a good guy. I like the way he talks in his press conferences, the way he explains things, is the way he kind of explained his philosophy and the things they want to do and how they want to go about it. I like how excited the players seem when they talk about the defense in particular and how that's going to be. I like the coaching staff he brought in as far as offensive coordinator anyways. The other guys, and his assistant head coach. But the other guys are kind of like the British guy is pretty cool. I like listening to him talk. I was at Arden. I'm still learning this stuff. But he
When you need him.
yeah. But he he's obviously not gonna be the guy calling the plays right now or anything like that. It's gonna be McDonald and offensive coordinator from the Huskies, who did a phenomenal job with them, coming in and see what happens with that offense. It's new and exciting, which is great. The reason I give it a B+ is because I don't understand it yet. As far as the players they brought in and exactly this, what they're looking to do on offense and defense. Obviously, you have an idea because McDonald's a known commodity. You saw what he did in Baltimore. He's a Harbaugh offshoot. And then with our offensive coordinator, you saw what he did with the Huskies. That's all I knew him from, anyways. And he seems like she's gonna change the offense to hopefully be more effective and exciting. Good. So I just don't understand, like the players they brought in, how they're gonna fit, what they're gonna do. I thought in free agency maybe there was different directions we would go, and they didn't, and it changed kind of the style of some of the players. So obviously that's for a reason. I just until I see it, I can't give it an A.
And I think that's fair. I think I was going to say, I don't want to spoil the other two. I don't know what you're grading, but I don't think you can give them an A or a D because we don't know what we got.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. But Will, what would you grade this offseason?
Well, that's kind of where I was going. I mean, when it became clear that the team had moved on from Pete Carroll, I really wanted us to bring in Mike McDonald as head coach. I love that we got Ryan Grubb and some of the other coaching staff. I think our coaching staff has improved. I like that we kept Leonard Williams. I think you pair him with Byron Murphy in the middle, and that's that other teams are going to have to worry about.
Yes.
Like we did in the draft, I think there's a lot of reason to look forward to what we're going to see this year. But like you said, and like Dustin said, we have no idea how any of this is going to turn out. We've got the snap and crackle, but do we have the pop? We're not going to know that until we get into the season, get a couple months in, and then get a start of an idea of how everything's gelling together. So I'd give it a solid B. Yeah. I like most of the moves we made. I think there's the potential for something really special here, but seeing is believing.
I agree. I think that's a good call. Again, it's just hard not knowing where this is going to go. We could have the next McDaniel. We could have, the next guy from the Patriots, offensive coordinator, who has just been horrible as a coach, but a great offensive coordinator. You don't know what we're going to get here. We
have the Tim Mora.
Oh my God, let's not go there. Little Mo, what's your grade?
I have to agree with Will. I would say a B because I thought it was a very average offseason, other than coaching, obviously. But when it comes to free agency and when it comes to the draft, I thought it was just a very, Seahawk offseason, if you will. I have no idea how the season's gonna go because this is a brand new everything coaching wise. So I do think the coaching staff got better, and I think it was time for a change, and I think we got one of the best coaching candidates that were out there for other team, especially if other teams wanted them. And
the thing for me that gave it went from the B to the plus was it seems like there's just this. So we've had this issue recently, last several years, where communication seems to be a huge problem,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
They're always talking about after games, about how, well, we weren't communicating effectively, we weren't getting this point across, or getting that point across during the game, right? That's a problem. What I really like about what put it to a plus for me from a B was that it seems like that's what's being emphasized. Communication, clear communication. They have this growth mindset, which I looked into and I like it a lot. It's actually how I very similar concepts about how I try and get better at my job
Mhm.
and the communication and like I know there was themes and things that Pete Carroll did, and it was cool with like the tell the truth, was it Mondays or whatever, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's just similar concepts but done differently, and it seems like there's clear communication.
Yeah.
Even though it's a more complicated defense, the defensive players have been talking about after mini camps and whatnot about how communicating on the field is good. They understand each other, they're making progress, they're jumping, taking steps. So the fact that there's a different emphasis, different aspect or different way or whatever it is they're doing differently for communication, I like that that's an emphasis, because we don't want to see the same things happen over and over.
No.
So for me, that aspect of it's huge for me.
And I think this team is young enough as a whole unit to embrace a new concept. It's okay. Like, they haven't been there long. Well, this way it's always been for 10 years. No, there's nobody there like that. I think they're young enough that this is a good team to kind of bring in a whole new concept, and they're going to go with it.
I'll say something that we're not talking about is we had a lot of big losses on defense this offseason.
We did.
Bobby, Jordan Brooks. Obviously we knew Adam was going to happen, but Quandre Diggs shocked me at least. I didn't think Quandre Diggs
I was very
surprised.
Yeah.
So that's why, I can't, for me personally, can't give it higher than a B, because we lost a lot on defense.
We did, but and we don't know right now how much of that was just McDonald saying he doesn't fit my system, or I'm not going to worry about him, I got a better guy, he's cheaper. We don't know.
That's kind of for the course of that kind of stuff. You remember when Pete came in, what did we turn over like 1,000 players that first offseason?
Oh my God. And it took Daryl Tapp and traded him to the Eagles. Daryl Tapp was on the wall of the stadium, and trade him to some backup defensive end named Clemens. What are you doing? And look how that worked out. So exactly. So we don't know a lot of that right now. We don't know. Hopefully this year we'll get a good idea what McDonald's offensive and defensive philosophies are, and that'll help us next year with the offseason to be a better grade. But right now it's just it's hard to say. I'm throwing this out not because I hope this happens, and I certainly hope it doesn't happen, but he's kind of like Brian Bosworth, and here's what I mean. When we drafted Brian Bosworth, everyone wanted Brian Bosworth. So you can't really blame us for drafting Brian Bosworth, because he's the guy everyone wanted.
And here comes Bo Jackson.
He didn't work out. McDonald, we can say this. Everyone wanted McDonald, and we got him. So if he doesn't work out, it's not like what a terrible move by the Seahawks. No, they made the right move at the time.
And there's a chance, if he does work out, that he could be like a Sean McVay type.
Exactly.
Of course, not defense and offense, but I mean like the next coach for the next 20 years.
But hindsight's always 2020 when you get a guy like Brian Bosworth. Oh, what a bust. Yeah, but everybody wanted him when we got him. So you can't
like
really
Aaron
blame
Curry.
us. Yeah, everyone wanted Aaron Curry. So, if it doesn't work out, this team has done something that we wanted them to do, which is get a guy everybody wanted. So if he doesn't work out, we could say that, but obviously we hope he works out. And I'm going to give him a B as well, because it's somewhere between an A and a C at the end of the year. It's either going to be a C or an A. I'm with Little Mo in that the offseason, we were just talking to somebody before they showed Little Mo, and I said, we're doing a podcast. And they said, oh, what have the Seahawks done this offseason? And Little Mo and I are like, well, besides
not much other than coaching
stuff. And it's just been kind of a dry offseason, but that's okay. Let's see how that works. So,
but that's the Seahawk way anyway. So
it kind of is.
Well, I mean, they changed the coaching for sure, but then they changed the linebacker profile.
They did.
We don't have the bigger, stronger, run supporting
athletic
type of linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now they're smaller, faster, better in coverage. In theory,
I feel like that's the whole NFL though. At this point, is doing that.
They're which is I think a good thing because they're adapting to the NFL as opposed to staying with what they wanted to do with Pete, where he wasn't adapting. He was doing more of what he knew for success in the past. So,
And I do want to see this guy. I don't want to see us go, 0-16 or 17. But I do want to see some adversity. I want to see us lose a game or two and see how he pulls us out of it.
I'd be okay if we go 0-17. We get a quarterback.
But I would like to see him go through some kind of adversity, either, hopefully nothing major, but just enough to see him have to, his back's against the wall. What's he going to do? And see how he pulls out of it.
They can do that next year. I want to see him go 17-0 this year.
All right. Well, we'll do that this next year. So anyway, overall about a B, I'd say. So that's a good job grading. Let's end the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, bitches.
All right, we graded the offseason. So now we are going to look at training camp, and we're going to look at the camp competitions. It should be wide open in a lot of positions this year because of the new coaching staff. So we'll take care of that right after this. Remember, you're watching the 12-Man Fan Jam show, ribbed for her pleasure. We'll be right back.
Whoa.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Wow. That was new.
I'm calling the police.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam show. A Seahawk Positivity production.
I like it.
It's the second quarter.
Hello, everyone. This is your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Island Church of Seahawk Positivity, hanging out with my friends Dustin and my son Little Mo and Will. And nothing like better to do in the summertime, sit back, drink some vodka straight, and talk about training camp, which is what we're going to do. Now this is
day in the neighborhood.
Oh, look, it's my package from Colombia. Okay, sorry.
Columbia House, maybe.
Yeah, that's the way I can tolerate you little shits. Okay, here we go. Second quarter,
I don't
we
know
are
that
going to talk
episode.
about training camp. Can you say enabling? Second quarter, we are going to talk about camp competitions. Should be a whole bunch of camp competitions to talk about. But we implore you to pick one in particular that you're interested in.
No.
But there are a bunch of them. New coaches means an overchange in players, overchange in staff. So, Dustin, what competition are you looking for?
I don't know if it's competition so much as trying to figure out what the hell's going on, but safeties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Huge overhaul with safeties. I imagine Julian Love's probably a projected starter at this point. The rest of everything, I don't know. So I don't know if they're looking at Kobe to be a safety still, or if he's going to be a slot guy.
Interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah. So very,
safety,
very
big position and very important position. I'm sure even on this defense, which prides itself on being, your safeties have to be the last line of defense.
Yeah. So I'm very, very curious to see what goes on with those guys. And
I am too. And I'm kind of glad Adams, when we recorded this, the day we recorded this, I believe Adams got signed, or was that yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
He got signed by the Titans, and I love Adams, but I'm also saying
farewell, off Eater saying goodbye.
Yeah, I'm just tired of the headache that was Adams. What do you do with him? Do you play him linebacker? Do you play him safety? He gets injured. He doesn't. Yeah, I'm
saying, you know exactly what you do with him. You put him on the injured list and have him rehab. That's what you do with him. Question is, do you want to spend the money to do that?
Right, and we've already done that with him, I think, haven't we? I mean, basically.
Yeah.
So, but safety, great choice. And I think, especially with both starting safeties, Julian Love will be there, but who else? Yeah.
Rayshawn Jenkins, maybe.
Yeah, Rayshawn Jenkins.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Lil Mo, what position are you looking at?
I'm actually gonna say corner.
Okay.
Multiple reasons. One, slot corner. Who's gonna play that? Because Julian Love played a lot of that last year, and if he's gonna be starting safety, you can't do that too. The another thing is, Rick Woolen had a really bad year last year. Let's be honest. And if that was kind of, me and you have talked about this, that was kind of Pete's project, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, Pete's not here
so what
anymore.
happens with the project when he leaves? Exactly.
So I feel like that could open up if he starts to struggle, because he can't tackle. He's a coverage guy, obviously, and he's got speed, but he's got to work on his tackling.
Yeah, he
He
was
wants-
really good that first season. And second year, he just fell off.
I mean, he got benched.
He got
Yeah,
benched.
So
changed his name.
Interesting.
I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
what it was.
Yeah,
I think that was
I
the
got
problem. You got to go
married.
back to Tariq.
yeah, yeah.
We
If
should
you
call
watch
him
Game of
Tariq.
Thrones,
We should call him Tariq until we should call him Tariq until he does something
yeah, if
better.
you watch Game of Thrones, he wouldn't want to be Reek. If you've seen what happened
Yeah.
with that dude, not good. Yeah,
No.
really bad.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. And not just
Yeah.
his pinky.
But-
All right.
Right.
Will, save us. Camp competition, Will.
There's no saving us, but I'm going to switch over to the offensive side of the ball. I'm going to go right guard. We brought in Laken Tomlinson. He's going to slot into left guard. Center is also an issue, but right guard is interesting. We have Anthony Bradford, who I believe last year was his rookie year. I think this is his second. Played decently during his time. Got injured a few times and was injured in minicamp as well. We
Nice.
drafted in the third round that I really liked, Christian Haynes. And I think Haynes and Bradford, I think that's going to be a pretty interesting battle.
Yeah.
Because, we with the offensive line, I mean, we've got Cross at left tackle. He's got some work to do, but, not too. But, he's someone you can count on. Tomlinson's the veteran. Right tackle, it's a little interesting with the injury history there. But I'm looking at the interior. I would love, I like Bradford, but I would love to see Christian Haynes come in and just that job from day one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a good position too. Right guard is going to be interesting. The whole offensive line is going to be interesting, even though they're pretty well set. But that's going to be interesting. There are a couple that I was going to say wide receivers, just because
I agree.
and Levisky and Laviska. Sorry, these guys. Where are they going?
White guy.
How are they going
Whitey.
to squeeze into this draft? This receiver core. But what I'm going to say is this is going to be controversial, but that's what this show is, filled with controversy.
All the time. Yeah.
Listen, I really, honestly, in my heart of heart, thinks it's going to be interesting.
Epstein's
between
alive.
Gino and Hal. I'm interested to see.
No.
Here's why. Hal is young. Hal has played in the NFL. Hal has a lot of great tools. Can he sneak in the camp and blow everyone away and they go, oh my God, what are we going to do between him and Gino? I'm interested to see how
also
quarterback goes.
threw like a million interceptions
He
last year.
did. But who was
His team? And
but
his team was the
was
second worst team in the NFL. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a shit team.
So
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
He threw like
Gino,
25 interceptions.
I love Gino.
Like 20 touchdowns.
I want Gino to be our starter. I want Gino to throw for 40 touchdowns and two interceptions. I think Gino can go back to the Pro Bowl this year, but you better watch your back because Mr.
Everybody
Howell,
wants-
to see what happens. I
Everybody wants
imagine-
Gino to fail.
I do not want Gino to fail.
No, if he fails, the team fails. So
Well,
you
what
don't want
happened with
that.
Russell? What happened with Russell? Russell, okay.
Oh, he's in Pittsburgh now.
No, but I mean, the free agent quarterback we picked up. What was his name?
Matt Flynn.
Matt
Oh my
Flynn.
God, Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn
Flynn
didn't
ain't-
lose. Flynn did not lose that competition. It's
Yeah,
simply Russell won it. Russell
Yeah,
went
but I
out
think-
and got it.
I think that's a little bit of a different situation, though.
It definitely is. But I'm interested to see how Hal does in the preseason and how Hal does. I'm just got a little star by quarterback. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm interested to see what Hal's going to do with a better team, with a better offensive coordinator, with better receivers.
Ooh, I have one. I have a competition battle.
Yeah.
Returner, because this year with the new returner
Yes.
rules,
Yes.
returner could be a valuable position, and that could
Yes,
go with
yes,
the
yes.
receivers. That could go with the receivers with
Absolutely.
Diaz or Laviska Chenault because they're both returners.
Yeah.
I think I
See
know
which one of
exactly
them.
how it's going to go with D. I'm pretty
get
sure I
hurt.
know.
Yeah.
He's our
Yeah.
new CJ Prosize, I think.
He made it one
Yeah,
play
Jamal
last
Adams.
year getting hurt.
He did. He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Well, I
He
know.
had some knife kickoff returns.
I know. Little Mo could be really happy that there's not a kicking competition.
I knew that was
Yeah,
coming.
that's solid.
5
Kickers
mil
are
for
solid.
that?
Because he loves Jason Myers. So
He does, absolutely. Yeah.
Don't
I've
kick
seen
it
his
after-
shrine. I saw a shrine when I was at your house.
yeah.
Don't kick it farther than 40 yards because he ain't making it. And you think you get an extra point? Joke's on you. Right, left.
but he's not bitter. Okay.
No, he's very happy with that.
He's very happy with that, and we're happy with that. So let's
His face
go.
is stupid looking too. I just want to smack it.
Hold on.
Okay, you don't need
We're
to
gonna
go.
vent. We're gonna vent on Myers. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It looks like a high school like fuck boy.
Okay.
All
Like,
right.
You know
you
Christian
can't say
Yelich?
that kind
He
of
looks-
stuff now,
Watch your
man.
mouth.
You're over 18.
He looks like Christian Yelich. We'll smack him.
Yeah. Hey, little
He
Mo,
does-
watch your mouth, will you?
Yeah, man. Hey, boy, watch your mouth. All right. And we are going to now, as we tell Lil Mo to watch his mouth, we're going to halftime.
Holy shit, it's halftime!
All right, we've had a rather colorful ending to this first half, and we have more in the second half. We're going to adopt the Seahawk. We're going to give him a home. We're going to talk about him at camp. We're going to do some fun
Did I get
things
paid
with
for
him.
this?
No, but
I don't want him.
you get paid as much as you do doing the show. But now it is time, halftime. It is time for the best Seahawk themed trivia show on the internet. 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
Of the world.
of the world. And that's coming up right after this. Don't you go changing.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
I love it. I love it. I
Yes, welcome everyone to the best Seahawk themed trivia game on the internet. 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia.
Of the world.
The game that challenges both the posse and our watchers and listeners of this program. And Little Mo's got the giggles. Ignore him. Here's how the show works. The contestants
Tommy
are the
reacting to
posse
everything.
themselves, Little Mo, Dustin, and Will. I'll give them 2 questions each. Each question's worth a point. Once during those 2 times, they can take one of the answers away and have the field narrowed down to 2 instead of 3 possible answers. Wow.
About that.
We're gonna say some stuff.
Then we're gonna have a
The stuff you
final
guys don't
question.
see in between takes.
A final question.
The struggle.
Final question worth 2 points, which is high or low. And if we have a tie after that, we go to a double secret probation overtime question where the winner will be crowned king of 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia of this episode and the world.
And the
Okay.
All
world.
right.
Are you assuming it's 2024?
Win the internet.
The topic is camping. Not all of it, but we'll go with Dustin 1, 2, or 3.
1.
Little Mo 2 or 3.
26.
Say what?
Who's going third?
He's not in the same house. I can't go beat him up.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I know.
Well, you can. It would take a while.
He's got to call a guy.
Little Mo 2 or 3.
2.
I guess
And that-
I'll take.
Will gets 3. All right, here we go.
That's right.
Dustin.
Yeah.
We talked about LaVisca. Is that correct? LaVisca?
Yeah.
This
Whitey.
good. No,
LaVisca Chenault.
Limb Biscuit. Yeah.
You ever seen a white? You never seen a white guy named Visca?
How many rushing touchdowns does he have in the NFL? 1, 2, or 3? LaVisca.
I don't know, but I just want to point out that you told us not to change, and I said, "Fuck your rules, Dennis. I'm going to change anyways." That's why I went
Oh, yeah.
green.
Nice.
You know,
Coming
very
straight
you're,
from
clever.
not,
the
you're not the
jab.
boss of me. You're
Yeah.
not the boss of
Dab, dab.
Fighting the
rip,
system.
Nay, nay.
me. Right there you go.
Fight the power.
Yeah.
Dustin, as long as you're wearing clothes, we're good.
Oh, halfway
right.
I am.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, so, Dustin.
How many rushing touchdowns, buddy?
The
I don't
football
think
guy.
Yes.
I don't think you spelled his last name right.
What was the answer?
Oh, I thought I did.
Or what was the question?
How many rushing touchdowns does LaVisca Chenault have in the NFL? 1, 2, or 3?
I thought it was with an S.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that he actually rushed the ball. I thought he was a receiver, but
He's a little bit of both.
That's why he only has 1, 2, or 3, Dustin.
yeah, I'll go 2.
No. Gonna go with 2.
Yeah.
She got 1.
Just shut
Stupid.
your mouth.
Idiot face.
Little Mo.
Yes.
According to The Simpsons,
Jesus Christ.
as children, Homer, Lenny, and Carl met Mo at what camp? Was it Camp Flabaway, Camp See a Tree, or Camp Krusty? Where did Homer, Lenny, and Carl meet Mo? Was it Camp Flabaway, Camp See a Tree, or Camp Krusty?
I feel like I've seen this before. I'm mad at myself.
The Simpsons? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
this
TV show.
episode.
Oh.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it because it's been around forever.
Yeah.
Camp See a Tree.
Camp See a Tree. Look at that. Almost on the
Yeah,
board.
Dustin, suck it.
So that
Camp
sounds like a
Pee-wee
good
Wah-wah.
answer. Camp See a Tree.
Yeah, Camp See a Tree.
I knew it wasn't Camp. I knew it wasn't Camp Krusty. So
Will,
Yeah.
Wow.
including the Seahawks, how many NFL teams has Kayvon Wallace played for? 3, 4, or 5, including the Seahawks.
Well, technically, he hasn't played for us yet. So,
But I included it in this by saying.
So
including
technically,
the
Dennis
Seahawks.
is wrong.
and we win and you lose.
Including the Seahawks.
We win, you lose.
take one down and pass it around.
Okay, it's either 4 or 5, including the Seahawks.
I'm going to say 5, which means 4 teams he's actually played for, plus the Seahawks that he hasn't played for yet. So I'm going to go 5.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Never get a straight answer. It's 4, and you're wrong because there's 3 plus the Seahawks on there. Eagles,
Okay.
Cardinals, Titans, and then the Seahawks.
Well,
So
if we made the question more clear, you probably would have got it right.
You can't say including the Seahawks. You have to say
I
in
tried.
addition
I
to the Seahawks or something like that.
What if he blows
How
his
many,
knee out?
N-
Never
how,
plays
many
for us ever.
NFL, how many NFL rosters has Kayvon Wallace been on?
More
There you
That's
violence.
go.
practice squads too. That's even more.
Oh yeah, that could be even more. Man. Who does these questions?
Are you children?
About-
Are you children? Are you children done?
What about the workouts he's had with different teams
Dad.
too?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're the
hi.
one that wants to keep. Hey, yeah.
Take
This
another
whole
shot.
show was like your
Let's
idea,
get through this.
Dennis. So
All right. Mo, 4, 5, or 6.
The 4. Your whore.
Will, 5 or
4
6.
for 4.
I'm going to take 5 because I saw the answer for 6.
Me too. That's why I chose
Dustin?
4 because I'm a nice
Dustin,
guy.
did you see the answer for 6?
no, I was watching the Mariners game.
Good. You got 6. All right, here we go.
I saw it too. That's why I chose 4 because I'm a good guy.
They threw
Number
somebody
4,
out at
Mo.
the plate.
Yes.
How many career sacks does Tyrell Dodson have in the NFL? Is it 4, 4.5, or 5?
He has 1. Can you take one away?
Yeah, it's either 4 or 4.5.
It's a stupid number.
Which Dustin, when he loves decimals.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He loves
touche.
math.
4.
Going with 4. Should on 4.5. Nope. All right.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Anyways,
Thank you for that.
Will,
What?
and demonetized.
where did Byron Murphy first agree
Wait,
to
we were
play
monetized?
basketball before agreeing to play football at Texas? Did he agree to play basketball at Baylor, Houston, or Tulane before agreeing to play football at Texas?
The old green wave. You know what I'm saying? Ka-chow.
Baylor?
He's right. Baylor's right. Baylor's right. All right. Dustin.
Yeah.
How many touchdown catches did A.J. Barner, the tight end we got from Michigan,
In Indiana.
how
Transfer.
many have in Indiana for the Hoosiers?
Hey!
1, 2, or 3?
That's not a lot.
That's the professional roster he was on?
That's college
Now,
roster.
now, Dustin, keep in mind, it's a Big Ten, so they don't throw the ball a lot, and they don't score lots of touchdowns.
I
That's what you
didn't
think
know
about
they
that.
had anything but a basketball team, if I'm being honest.
Truth.
They
Neither did
run the
anybody
ball
here.
and play,
Neither did anybody in Indiana.
defense, brother, because we are big, brother.
I'm gonna say 1. I have no idea.
Okay, well, it's 3. So.
I didn't know, like, as the collective, their football team had that many touchdowns. That's amazing.
No, that's Iowa.
Yes.
Oh my
that's
God. All right. Well, look, let's see here. We got a point for Will, a point for Mo, no point for Dustin. But that's okay.
Wow.
You know why? Because it's time for the final question.
Question.
Final question. which is worth 2 points. It is a high-low, so we'll have numbers, and whoever's highest without going over gets 2 points, and will be crowned 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia champion of the world. So the order will go like this. Dustin will go first, Will go second,
Agreed.
and Little Mo will go last. And your question is camp related.
1.
S'mores.
And it is this. And we'll start with Dustin. Dustin, how many parking spaces are at the VMAC parking lot? How many parking spaces at the VMAC parking lot? That's where they're having their camp.
It's July 12th. Why are you still shooting off fireworks?
Thank you.
Tourette's is kicking in.
I'm with Little Mo on this one.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Let's see. I've seen that parking lot several times.
Okay. Did you count the parking spots? Because if you
I'm
did,
not
you're an
ra-
idiot.
My
You're an
name's
idiot.
Dustin. My name's Dustin, but I'm not Rain Man.
You're good at math. You should be able to do the math in your head, do the
I'm gonna
quadrants.
say
That
Equal
real
out
quick
roll.
invitation. This is Rayman watching Super Bowl 49. Definitely should have ran. Should have ran. Ran for sure. Don't know why I didn't run. Why didn't I run?
I'm gonna say 108.
108. Will?
I'll do 169, dude.
Dude. 108, 169. Little Mo.
So I just wanted to be clear, I've never been to this place, so I have no clue how big it is. I have no idea.
I was just
That being,
I've seen the parking lot and then just thinking about all the employees that have to be there. I don't know.
so with that being said, I'm gonna go with 170, baby.
Oh, Price is righted. Will.
It's
Did
two
it
something,
count?
isn't it?
But that means
Parking
Dustin's
spaces.
gonna win. No,
There are
not Dustin.
275.
Yeah.
Little Mo.
Two something.
You are the 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime champion of the world.
Now,
for
now,
episode
did you
1203.
count every single one of those, or is that wrong? Because
No,
you
I-
can't trust the internet.
No, I no, it was on a thing about the VMAC. It showed, did you know the
Mhm.
VMAC has this, that, and
But
the
did you count it though?
other? No.
Then you're wrong.
Why didn't I
Yeah,
count
you-
all the points somebody scored when I do something on points? Then that's it. Come on now.
You won. Why?
Yeah, you won, dude. Shut up.
Maybe he doesn't know how this works. He's not used
Because-
to winning.
Because we're all winners at the end of the day.
Oh, is that what it is?
No.
Shots fired.
Shut up, donut boy over there. with 0
Congratulations, Little Mo.
I like donuts.
points. I can tell.
Great.
Uh,
I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for us because this has been another heart-pounding, stomach-turning,
How's the end?
knee-shaking apocalypse.
Did you know the Mariners have had more testicles erupted than playoff wins?
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, we did.
The more we
Yeah.
know. Testicle
Didn't know that.
erupting, toe jamming.
I was with the Mariners when Mitch was rehabbing for
Yeah,
that.
that's- we don't need to go into that.
Just cut your loss, dude.
Was it nice?
Edition of your 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia,
of the world.
please. So now we go to the second half where we're going to adopt some players. So don't go away just yet.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
If there's a better use for the internet, I haven't found it.
Holy shit, it's the third quarter!
Hey, everybody, welcome to the second half of episode 1203, the 2024 camping edition of your 12-man Fan Jam Show. Because I was looking at my son like, what is he doing? So,
I thought you
um,
went full Mitch
what?
McConnell for a second.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? In the second half here, since we're going to camp, and as everyone knows, every year I tell the story about how I was a camp counselor for 3 years. 3 of the best years of my life. Lost my virginity on a tennis court. But we won't talk about that now. We'll move on. 3 years at Fort Scott. If you're
That
out
watermelon
there,
was never the same.
no, and apple pie. Anyway, we are going to adopt a new player and an old player. So we're right first third quarter. We're going to do a new player. All right, here's how we do this. We're going to drop a new player. This is a player that was not on the Seahawks last year, so it could be a free agent. He could also be a draft pick, however you want to do this. So I want to tell you, of course, before we start, who we drafted last year, who we adopted as a new player last year. Now, Dustin had Derek Hall, and that was a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Little Mo had JSN, which
All he did was catch screen passes all day.
Yeah. Will got Draymond Jones.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Who's that?
But I got Kenny McIntosh.
Oh,
So
who?
exactly.
He really didn't play all last year.
He really didn't.
Literally.
So, we will now see if we can do better this year, guys, shall we? Yeah.
Nope.
And
So I won. I'm a winner.
Yes.
Yay.
and we will now go with Little Mo. Little Mo, who would you like to draft as your very own new Seahawk that you can send pictures to and do all kinds of fun stuff with?
Oh,
Pen
okay.
pal.
Jerome Baker, linebacker.
Wow. And why Jerome Baker?
Because he's a fun user to use in Madden, so I like him.
Oh, okay. So this is like a Madden thing. You're like, yeah, this guy's good in Madden, so I'll take him.
Must be good in real life, That's how it works.
That's how it
Cam
usually
Newton
works.
still wins MVP. I'm just kidding.
All right. So Jerome Baker. Will, who would you like to take?
I'm going to stick with the guy I mentioned earlier tonight. I'm going to go with Christian Haynes.
I almost chose
That's
him.
the guard.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all liked
UConn.
him on draft day. Yeah, we all liked him on draft day. That was a good pick. All right. Dustin?
Yeah.
Who would you like to draft this year as your new Seahawk?
Or adopt.
Yeah, I guess not draft.
Yeah. I'm
They
gonna
already
go.
drafted.
I'm gonna go Byron Murphy.
What a
I'm
basic
little,
bitch.
Well, I'm a little apprehensive about it because I feel like he eats a lot, and that's gonna be expensive. But I really want him to do well, and I think he needs, a happy home, new environment, new place. Want to
Maybe
make
you
sure he's
could go-
taken care of.
You see his tattoos on his neck? He's got full neck tattoos. You better watch out.
Hey, listen, I will set you up with some food banks. So hopefully that will help a little
I
bit.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Gonna need that.
Now I'm going to go with the guy because again, this is kind of a stretch. But with Matt not here tonight, Matt's not with us this evening. And so Matt's not with us, and you can't have a tight end and Matt not be seeing him getting adapted in a new home. So on behalf of Matt, I'm going to draft AJ Barner, who was the tight end from Michigan. Who,
A blocking tight end. What a choice.
Was a Hoosier. So I'm going with that, partially because I just really didn't know who to pick up. But here's what we're gonna do with the new guys.
Pharaoh.
Hold on. Let me get it
With
straight.
Pharaoh. I mean, he's royalty, obviously.
That's
That'll
true.
be good.
Yeah.
Last year you chose a 7th round pick. We didn't play at all. And now you chose a blocking tight end.
Exactly.
You're good at this.
Here's what we're gonna
He's
do.
helping out the people that need the most help.
What we're gonna do.
D. Eskridge. He got medical bills.
Hey, are you all familiar with the Twitter, with the X?
I like DMX.
So your challenge is this week for the
I
new
don't Twitter.
players. Find their Twitter
No.
and send them a message that you have adopted them as your new player for the 12-man Fan Jam show, and encourage them to return it or retweet it or whatever. Or
Yeah.
can I have your
Okay.
address or
Jesus
something stupid.
Christ.
Try to get whatever it takes to get a response out of these players between now
Yeah, make
and
sure
the
they
end
know
of
where to
camp.
send the child support to.
And it may take more than one text. So keep texting.
Moses, do the words restraining order mean anything to you?
Go block your ass.
I didn't think I had to be that person, but there it is.
That's going to be a whole blindside situation.
Yeah.
You can't
Don't write him a
stop me.
love letter.
Well,
Just
I don't
say-
Twitter, so what do I do about that?
Yeah.
We'll you send me one and I'll send it out at the 12-man fan in the name of 12-man Fan Jam show. So you're not out of this either.
Cool.
So your job now is to find all your guys, their Twitters, and send them a tweet. And try to get them. We're gonna have competition at the end of the year. There's gonna be a prize for whoever gets most out of their player.
No one's gonna get shit.
I will see.
Love
Sorry,
the positive
but-
attitude.
NFL players, they don't care about their DMs.
Okay. No, I'm not DMing. You're just tweeting. Don't DM, just tweet.
Okay, they look at their tweets. Yeah, I'm
Well,
sure.
they might. You never know. I mean, we're gonna
Says
try
the guy
it
who
anyway.
doesn't watch it, so he doesn't have the account, so he doesn't know how it works. We wouldn't have had Sarah on the show if she hadn't been tweeted,
That's right.
or John Ryan for that matter.
That's right.
Never heard of them.
Stop.
I mean, you're
That's
like
sacrilege.
14, so
All right, so that's our challenge for the new players. What we're gonna do for the old players, let's find out in the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter, bitches.
Retirement home.
All right, we have drafted a new Seahawk to take care of, and we've thought how we're gonna get a hold of them. Now we're gonna do some old players from last year, players that were on the Seahawk roster. We'll do that right after this. Remind you are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam show. Why not? Don't cost nothing. We'll be right back.
And we don't make nothing.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
It's the fourth quarter, bitches.
Yes, it is the fourth and final quarter of our camping episode 1203 of the 12-Man Fan Jam show. Hey, for a transcript, get out a piece of paper, pencil, write down everything we say. All right? I am here with Dustin, Will, and Little Mo. This is your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church Seahawk Positivity, and we are getting ready to go camping. We got our bug spray. We got our sleeping bags. We've got
Calamine lotion.
little poison ivy spray too. That's calamine, I guess. Yeah, show how good of a camper I was back in the day.
Meat.
Yeah.
watermelon.
Take a quick camping story. I worked for a place for kids with. What'd you say?
I said he's got his watermelon.
Apple pie. I worked at a camp for kids with developmental abilities and disabilities, and
It's rubbed off on them.
yeah, no, we went to a Boy Scout camp for a week. Kids out camping, and it was an established place, but all it was basically tents on like slabs of cement. It wasn't really a good, solid cabin. But we were cleaning up in the kitchen. My boss was like, "Hey, take this out to the garbage." So this is like the day before the kids got there, and so I opened up the garbage. You know, one of those great big garbage things, right? And dumpster, and I lifted up, and there's like 14 pairs of eyes staring back at me.
Oh yeah, that's what
Raccoons. They're just like looking at me. I'm like, Jody? Yeah. Yeah, want to come here a minute? What's going on? Oh, you'll find out. He's like, what? Oh my God. I said, yeah, there's 14 of them. So, and they're just laying there looking at me.
Yeah.
Did you help him out?
And I closed
Trash
the door.
pandas.
Gonna toss that in or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came and got them. But anyway, okay. So,
They're dead now.
I know. We're going to adopt now an old player. Here's the difference. We are going to adopt a player this time. Adopt a player, not adapt. We're going to adopt a player. We are not doing evolution. We are adopting, not adapting or improving. This player. A player that has been on the Seahawk roster last year. So before we do that, let's see who we had last year. Little Mo had Nick Ballore.
My man.
Will had Colby Parkinson.
Woohoo!
He got paid.
I had Geno Smith.
Sure.
And
Boy.
Dustin had Michael Dixon. All right.
If any of you guys say Myers, I'm leaving.
All right, Dustin. Who are you picking as your old player?
Well, now you have to pick Myers.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna go Bobo. I
Bobo.
would like.
Bobo.
I really, really want him to be on the team again. I like that guy.
Bobo.
I hope he
Son of
wasn't
a-
just like a Pete Carroll era. We talked about
Yeah.
Project I earlier or whatever.
Yeah.
I
hope
hope
so,
he
too.
doesn't fall into that. I hope he is
Bobo.
successful and plays well and is on the team.
Oh, Bobo.
Yeah.
Good old Bobo. Bless his heart. Little Mo, who would you like?
Um,
A nap, apparently.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Tariq Woolen. I think it's a bit. I think
Here.
I'm gonna call him Tariq because he sucks.
Tariq Woolen.
Okay.
Okay. We'll change his name to Tariq. Okay. Tariq Woolen. That's a good pick.
No reason. Just
Oh wait,
just-
here's the reason. I think it's a big year. I think it's a big year for him, and I think he's gotta play well to stay on the team.
You're
There
trying
you
to
go.
ride those coattails in. All right, got it.
All right. Will, who are you going to get?
Big Cat. I'm going Leonard Williams.
Yeah.
Traded
Nice choice.
round pick for him. We signed him to a pretty big extension. Now it's time for him to step up, and like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing him with Byron Murphy just tearing up the inside of offensive
Oh,
line.
I Leonard Williams. I thought he played pretty well last year. I can't wait to see him a full season with all kinds of reps underneath and practice on a new defense and the whole thing. Those two, yeah, the ceiling for those two is rather large and high. So
are they.
Hopefully the edge rushers perform. Hopefully the edge rushers are healthy enough and perform to a point to where you can't just put emphasis on the interior of the line.
yeah,
So they have to, divide and conquer that stuff.
right.
Did not get a Chan Nomosu back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be really fun.
It could be really fun. Folks, we talk a lot on this show, and there's nothing more important than family.
Oh dear.
Screw you. I hate
And
you.
my son has made it very
No.
clear to us that if anybody
Stop.
drafted
Don't do it.
or adopted
Don't do it.
Jason Myers,
Don't do it.
that he would walk off the show. Well, I can't have that. I won't
I
have
promise
that.
you, I will
I'm not
slash your
going to have
tires.
that. So I am going to do the opposite. I'm going to take his player from last year. I'm taking JSN.
Okay.
I think he's got a breakout possibility this year. I think he has
Big
a
time.
very big time breakout possibility this year.
You think he's gonna
And-
catch Mullen's screens?
I hope so. I hope
Crazy.
so. And I see a huge year coming from him. But of course, we do that when we talk about after camp. We have our projections, our line blowing predictions for
Always
the,
goes well.
the season. That always goes well. But
I
I'm
thought
going with
this is
JSN.
where
So
we're
let's
gonna get
review.
to Little Mo's adopted story.
Dustin got Bobo.
Sometimes I
Little Mo
wish.
got Tariq Woolen. Will got Leonard Williams. Hold on. Well, yeah, therapist on line 3. Just a second. Yes. Okay, I'll put you on hold. Hold on. Will has Leonard Williams, and I have JSN. And what you have to do is the same thing. Hey, I adopted you on our show, 12 Man Fan Jam show. I would love a return on Twitter. If not, ask him a question.
Do you know that they're gonna think we're like crazy? I mean, they
Yes.
have moms and dads. We can't adopt them.
It's
They're
like
not
the
for
blind
sale.
side.
I adopted you as my favorite player for the Seahawks.
That doesn't sound any better.
Don't say you adopted him then. Whatever. All you have to do, you don't have to mention it.
Imagine
All
if
you
a
have
random
to
person
get-
came up to you and said, "I've adopted you for my show."
All you have to get is a return. You get a point for every return you get. This is your first project. Throughout the year, I'm going to have other things. This is the first one.
Points.
Pretty funny.
The other one's going to be like, go shake hands with them. No, I'm kidding. So that being
Catfish 'em.
said, it is time to bring this
Tom Hansen him.
12 Man
I
Fan
haven't
Jam
hit that.
show to a close. We hope you learned something. We hope you maybe learned something. You laughed a little. We learned a lot on this show, more than I could even share. It's been a great camping
That
episode.
testicles burst in the MLB.
On behalf of Will and Little Mo and Dustin and Matt and Mark, Statsman Mark, wherever they may be, this is your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity. Say it until we meet again. Go Hawks.
Hey, go Hawks.
so hard.
Cal Raleigh just hit another home run. It's his 5th home run in 3 games.
Oh,
I knew that was coming. I was about to say that. I was about to say that.
Pretty sweet.
well, Dustin, no, it's really interesting. Tell me more.
I can zoom in too.
He didn't zoom in. He just went up to it.